Aloha and greetings. This is Robin Garrison, your certified hospice and palliative care nurse, live and direct from Maui, Hawaii. I hope you can hear the birds in the background. Here to provide information, answering questions on hospice, palliative care, death, dying, and grief, and hopefully a little bit of calm in the midst of what must be going on in the minds and hearts of so many of you. Here in the U.S., hospice and palliative care are different. Palliative care is an umbrella over hospice. So if someone has a serious illness at any stage of the illness, palliative care services can go in and help with comfort in body, mind, and spirit, mentally, physically, spiritually. And hospice patients have a prognosis of 6 months or less. Now, when I was in Canada, my grandmother was on palliative care, and they were coming into the home and helping her as she was dying. So perhaps in different areas of the world it is different. So I'm just describing what my experience is. And the palliative care that my grandmother experienced in Canada was very beautiful. It was sad to me that I was not able to be with my grandmother when she was dying, and I was not able to be with my father when he was dying in Canada. So, mainly because I have 5 children, I live in one of the most expensive places in the world, but it becomes very painful when you take care of everybody and you can't take care of your own family, and I know some of you experience that. So, I'm going to talk about a few things today to address some questions. Non-judgment. We've helped people who lived in tents, who lived in buses, and who've lived in the biggest mansions on the island. So it's important to not have judgment against where someone lives, what their sexuality is, what their color is. It is so important in this work to be non-judgmental. It's sometimes challenging for people to hear the H word, to think that they're ready for hospice because they think it's giving up hope. It is not giving up hope. It is providing so much support. The support is amazing. And if people don't want to hear the H word, I take my name tag off and I just say that I'm home health. Whatever way we can get in to provide help for people that really need it. What is involved in helping a hospice patient, for example, is equipment, hospital bed, wheelchair, walker, oxygen, whatever equipment is needed. And all of this is covered by insurance, no cost to the patient. And if they don't have insurance, then we have ways to handle that as well. Any supplies, if someone has wounds that need dressed, all of the supplies are there. There's volunteers that can come in and help and can sit with the loved one while their family member goes to the grocery store, for example. Spiritual care, regardless of what religion or what denomination you are, spiritual care can help. Aides can come in and help with bathing and dressing and personal care. And social workers have a myriad of things that they can help with, from helping with family leave letters and final arrangements, financial problems, emotional support. And so an interdisciplinary team in both hospice and palliative care can be invaluable and can take so many of the burdens off, so that you as a family member or caregiver can just focus on taking care of your loved ones. In this time of pandemic, it's very, very important for people to think about advanced healthcare directives. This is what you would like to have if for some reason you were dying. And we all have to face it. So, who do you want as your power of attorney to make decisions for you in terms of healthcare, in terms of financial decisions? Do you want CPR if your heart stops beating? Do you want a feeding tube? Do you want artificial hydration? Do you want IVs? Those kind of things. It's really, really important to get your wishes down, and also get down who you would want to make decisions for you if you cannot make decisions for yourself. You're never too young to just put these things on paper. Send a copy to a family member, send a copy to your healthcare provider, keep a copy on your computer, and just make your needs known. Lovolution, one of the people, asked a question on Twitter regarding what do you do with those family members who are so far away, but they do not take care of their loved one on a day-to-day basis, but they want to control and they want to make all the decisions. So generally, family members that are far away, they may feel guilty that they cannot be there and that they cannot help, and they feel like that they maybe know more than you know, that kind of thing. So what I tend to do is I encourage family meetings with one of the hospice, maybe social workers or nurses involved, so that there's a objective person in, and allow decisions to be made by the family, and also give those family members who are far away something to do, whether it is having them send money for a 24/7 caregiver for a weekend so that the caregivers who are with the family member 24/7 can have a break, sending them their favorite food, sending them their favorite books, just give them a job, somehow have them involved in the process. Don't exclude them, because people don't want to be excluded, especially when they're far away. So somehow involve them in the process, give them something to do, and that's one nice thing about having the hospice team involved. You don't have to do it. Have the social worker do it. Have one of the other team members do it. So by having a hospice or palliative care team, it helps to take burdens off of the family members, and gives you time to be with your family members. People talk about, oh my goodness, it must be so sad being a hospice nurse. And many times it is not. It is an honor. Just when I delivered babies, it is like so much of an honor to help to bring life into the world and help someone, usher someone out. A lot of times it can be hard. If someone is young and they have young children, it is very, very hard, and I cry along with the families, so it does happen. But many times we get the honor of spending sometimes 2 hours with a patient, massaging their feet, listening to their stories. Sometimes when you're and nurses in other realms, there's always something that you can do. Sometimes with hospice, all you have to do is be. You don't have to do anything. Just sit at the bedside, listen to stories without responding, without reacting, without giving feedback, without telling someone what they have to do, but just purely being present and listening. And that is a skill that is hard for some people to develop, but is a very definite and needed skill in hospice and palliative care, because sometimes all someone needs to do is have someone pause, pay attention to them, listen to them, and be with them, if only for a few moments. So, I wanted to tell you some of the greatest things that I've learned from my hospice patients. Live life to the fullest. Do what you want to do when you want to do it. Right now, that is very difficult in the midst of a pandemic. If you want to go on a trip, if you're coming to Hawaii, please don't come. We're a very small island. We would like to protect our community and our elder people. So if you have those vacation plans, please delay them for now. But find joy, however you can, whether it's watching your favorite movie, whether it's talking to someone that you wanted to talk to, whether it's eating your favorite food. Tell people you love them now. Don't wait. Live life with no regrets. So before you say something, before you do something, think about it. Would you like someone to do that to you, or would you like to say someone to say that to you? Otherwise, don't say it or don't do it. And don't hold on to things. Resolve things. Let them go. Thank you for listening. There's going to be many upcoming videos. So thank you for giving me your feedback in advance. And if you're hoarding any personal protective equipment like gloves or masks, please take them to your local healthcare facility, hospital, or other facility, and be kind, be humble, be humane, and just know that I am sending you so much love and support from Maui. Always direct message me, DM me, send me a message if you need something, you want me to talk about something. I am here for you, and I'm sending you so much love. Aloha.